Everything got a nice little revamp in Overwatch 2, including the hero select screen, so you can now look at your husband, wife, and hamster friend with a little more excitement before locking in your hero. This is the Overwatch 1 diva. Does a little gun finger thing, taunts you, smirk, hands crossed. Pretty decent, honestly, but the Overwatch 2 one, ponytail, new suit, calls the mech down, pulls out the gun. That's a 5-star. All right, the Overwatch 1 Doomfist animation was pretty basic. He just pulls out his hand and that's it. But Overwatch 2 closes his hand, breathes in, looks at you like The Rock, comes in, and gives you the death stare. Oh, that's a 5 out of 5. Junker Queen doesn't have a comparison to Overwatch 1, but I think this animation's a little basic. She just adjusts her gun, then just stares. I'll give it a 2. The Overwatch 1 Orisa animation was pretty basic, kind of just looks at you, then looks at her gun, turns it like 10 degrees, and then looks back at you. But the Overwatch 2 one starts with a javelin spin, puts the javelin down, it disappears, and then she looks at you afterwards. I like the opening animation, keeps it true to her new ability, which is the energy javelin. I give this one a 4. Overwatch 1, he just puts the hammer on his shoulders, showing off his strength. Pretty basic. Overwatch 2, not that different. This is a little hands on the hip. No helmet though, but no hammer showing off his strength. This is a 1 out of 5. Roadhog in Overwatch 1 just giggles at you. Hee hee ha ha, what's so funny? Oh, you smell that? Smells like an instant avoid if you lock Roadhog in my games. But animation, I'll give this a 5 out of 5. This is good. Honestly, that's pretty good for Overwatch 1 standards. Like, the other tanks we've seen were not as detailed as that. However... Damn! With the stare down, that's a 5. Here's Winston. Just gotta push the glasses up like an anime character when he's about to say something smart. Okay. Overwatch 2, though, he's just saying hello. But that's it. That's a 1 out of 5. Not bad. Hamster giggles, presses a button, the ball is animated, and he sits menacingly. Oh. This is so much better than the Overwatch 1 one. It was elevated in every possible way. New star, Ratatouille, move aside, Remy. This is a 5-star. Gusto will be proud. Zarya has been flexing her bicep at us for the last 6.5 years of Overwatch 1. Let's see what we got in store in Overwatch 2. A nice new hairdo, a ponytail, punch in the hands, hands on the hips. A lot more of a nicer smile, less intimidating. I'm okay with this. This is like a 3. Ashe in Overwatch 1 flips the gun. The brim of the hat is like covering her eyes, you know, to look a little mysterious. But this Ashe plays with a bullet on her fingers, flips it up, goes into the chamber of the rifle. Brim of the hat still covering her eyes, and then she stares at you like you owe her money. That's a 5 out of 5. In Overwatch 1, the bird Ganymede flies into Bastion's hand, and he gives it a little peculiar look. But in Overwatch 2, Ganymede's already there, knocking on the turret. Bastion transforms alt, and he's like, "Hey friend, how you doing?" And Bastion has a hat. It's a 4 out of 5 for me. In Overwatch 1, he's got a little revolver flip, and then he looks up at you. Decent. In Overwatch 2, he's tipping his fedora with his revolver this time. It's a cowboy hat, I know. Beard got a little longer, he smiles a little more, less intimidating. This one's a 3. In Overwatch 1, Echo just did a little spinneroni. Nothing much to it. In Overwatch 2, she's in her little awakening pose, wakes up, smiles at you, and she's there for you to choose and play. This animation's a 2 out of 5. Overwatch 1 Genji was pretty cool. The shurikens come out, flips them in, flips them out. Overwatch 2 has him resheathing his blade. You get to see the detailed texture of it. Turns around, pulls out his shurikens, and he's got a hoodie. This one's a pretty cool animation. I'll give it a 4. The Overwatch 1 animation of Hanzo is a little boring. He turns at you, and the tips of the arrows are spinning around a little bit. In Overwatch 2, he gets a full action pose, pulls out the arrow, puts it on his bow, points it at you, and then decides not to shoot because, you know, he regrets a lot of his choices in life, just like you. This one's a 5 out of 5. Junkrat's menacing laugh is what carries this animation in Overwatch 1. In Overwatch 2, Junkrat does a little animation with his mind, and his laugh and giggle is 10 times better. Oh my god, this one's so good. This one's a 5 out of 5. Here's Mei in Overwatch 1 looking adorable. She's a little sorry that she has some snow particles everywhere because that's her personality. In Overwatch 2, she's just happy and giggly. And that's it. Looking at Snowball. This one's a 2. Not too much was added. This is Pharah, Overwatch 1, coming in with a salute. That's pretty cool. In Overwatch 2, she lands with vigor, puts the rocket launcher up, and then looks at you. This one's aight. It's like a 2. Reaper, signature pose, both shotguns crossed in front of him. That's it. Overwatch 2, Reaper phases in and then goes for it. That's pretty cool. That's a 3. It was a nice addition to the beginning. Sojourn doesn't have an Overwatch 1 animation because she's new to the Overwatch 2 roster. Just looks at her cybernetic arms and you can see her cyborg eyes. Cool. 2 out of 5. Soldier turns around and looks at us. Looks away because he's too cool for school. Overwatch 2 Soldier, mask is off, graybeard out, pulse rifle is animated as hell, and then he looks cool as hell. This one's a 4. I like this one a lot. Overwatch 1 Sombra stealths in, looks pretty slick, holds an invisible apple, but this animation does get a little better if you wait. She ponders, then she goes and opens up her little doot computer, thinks about some stuff, then puts it away. That was pretty detailed by Overwatch 1 standards. Let's see how they do in Overwatch 2. This time she actually starts invisible with only her hand invisible, has a cute little smirk and sound. This one's short and sweet, I like it. It's like a 4 out of 5 for me. Overwatch 1 Symmetra animation is pretty simple. She's just holding up a sentry turret that she's about to make. In Overwatch 2, she comes out of a teleporter, she's bending all that Vishkar light and just, this one's fantastic. 5 out of 5. Torbjorn in Overwatch 1 just spins his artificial arm a little bit, but that's about it. In Overwatch 2, the emphasis on the animation is all about the hammer, because who doesn't love the hammer? He's looking at it, the reds are deeper, the beard is thicker. This one's a 3 out of 5. Tracer, Overwatch 1. Gotta blow the hair, quirky, and shows off her personality for sure. Overwatch 2 has a little recall animation, puts away the pistols. I like that introduction. Pretty cool. 3 out of 5. Widowmaker in Overwatch 1 just turns her head. That's it. The Overwatch 2 Widowmaker also just turns her head, but she looks a little different. It's got braids now, and the expression on her face kind of feels a lot more cold. Matches her personality. I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. Ana in Overwatch 1 was quite simple. She just holds her biotic rifle, but in Overwatch 2, she got a complete aim down sights kind of animation, looking around whether to snipe, to heal, or to shoot someone down, and then holds the rifle. I like it. It feels a lot more full and expressive of what she can do. This is a 5 out of 5. I really like Baptiste's Overwatch 1 animation because he's looking through his biotic launcher. It feels really candid. Overwatch 2 decides to show off his regen burst. It's got that nice yellow glow. He's got a nice smirk, and then he holds his gun up. I like this. I dig it. This is a 4 out of 5. Overwatch 1 Brig, hair flip, mace to the shoulder. That's it. Overwatch 2 Brig, gotta look at the shield first, and then mace to the shoulder. Not much change. This one's a 1 out of 5. Kiriko's a new hero, obviously, and no comparison to Overwatch 1. I thought this animation was okay. This one's like 3 out of 5. Lucio does his little hand swipe because you know he's a DJ. This one's alright. Overwatch 2, though, he's actually grooving out. There's music to his ear, and then he looks at you and says, hey, what's up? I like this one. This one's a 4 out of 5 for me. Overwatch 1 Mercy has a pretty basic animation. She just spreads her wings and looks angelic at you. But in Overwatch 2, she has some attitude, puts her staff down and says, please pick me and not the Kiriko. I love the attitude switch. This is a 4 out of 5 for me. Overwatch 1 Moira looks at the orb and is intrigued. She's like, I wonder what I could do with this. In Overwatch 2, she's straight up Bill Nye. She's like, whoa, look at my orbs. I can split them in two, mother. I really enjoy this animation. This one's a 5 out of 5 for me. Overwatch 1 Zen, he's in his meditation pose like the Omnic monk he is, but in Overwatch 2 he's got an animation where he claps his hands just like how he's about to clap the enemy's faces off with his orbs. This one's a 5 out of 5. I know some of these animations were teased in the Season 1 trailer of Overwatch 2. Which one was your favorite? Let me know, and I'll be having some actual content with tips and tricks coming soon when we finally have access to the game. Appreciate it. See you guys later.